All righty. Oh, hold on. Tyler, there you are.
There we
All right. Well, greetings, everyone. Welcome back to Carbines and Cantrips. Last stream of the book club for Lord of a Shattered Land by Howard Andrew Jones, published by Bain Books. This tonight we're doing chapters was 11 through 14. I don't know if you read it or not, but there's like a page and a half of an afterword, which is basically just
I
like
didn't
a
get
little
to it.
flavor.
I ran. It was 4 minutes, and I ran out of Spotify listening hours. They refresh tomorrow, but I ran out of my hours right before the afterward.
Did you finish the story?
Yeah,
You
I
just
finished the actual
ran out
story where
after.
they're in the when they're in the tavern talking.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "I love this bar. I want you to run it."
I love this bar. Yeah. The afterwards just like a page and a half of like the narrator, basically the guy who wrote the historical text,
Right,
talking
like
about
his
his like
commentary.
ancestors and stuff. Yeah, it's nothing like real pertinent to like the next book or anything. Just like a flavor thing, like you'd find like at the end of a history book, kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh, I like
Like
that. I like that. Howard did that.
yeah, it's almost like it's right before the acknowledgments, but it's almost like the fictional acknowledgments, kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah. But yeah,
it's great.
dude.
It really adds to like the epic flavor of like the storytelling.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like the arch plot really kicks off in like these like it's been there, it's been present, like in
Hmm.
the background, obviously, but I feel like the arch plot really kicks off in these last like 4 chapters.
Yeah, he sprinkles in a lot of I don't know, like deeper relationships that you're like, oh, I want to explore that more, but like, well, you don't have time because he's effing off because he's got things to do. But like the last chapter is like he has a thing with that CRS chick, and like, whoa, some kind of romance going on here, but like, there's no time to
Yeah,
delve into that.
yeah, I love how ahead of our like just straight up tells Asterides, he's like, "Hey, in your play, like, don't have every woman that I meet with fall in love with me." Which I'm like, Asterides pretty didn't care because it sounds like every chick that they've met, save like a couple, has been into Hannafar and some
Yeah. You mean Antires?
in tears. Yeah,
I think you're saying
so many
Astartes.
Asterides, so many because we had the not the Gaul, but like the Gaul of the Celt with like the serial numbers filed off. The one-armed man.
Yeah, the one armed dude. His name is like
Who,
Asuenax or something. I don't even know how to
uh,
pronounce it, dude.
I heard it like 6 times. Like it ceased
Oh,
to be
okay.
a word. Uh,
Yeah. I guess that's the advantage of listening to it with these fantasy names. Like I'm reading, I'm like, how? I don't know how to say this guy's name. He
well,
was sweet though.
yeah, he was fucking sick.
Are they like Gauls? So they're kind of like ancient, like Scots and
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, like Franks are like, raw, like
Yeah,
all about killing.
yeah, yeah. I don't know like what I know like the Romans fought the Gaul all the time, but I don't know like what the Gaul ended up becoming, like where they moved out and dispersed to, and like who
Some of
their
them,
descendants are.
some of their descendants ended up becoming the French. Some of them became the Belgians. There's this guy. So if you've ever played Civilization 5, and this is like a brief tangent to read about Civilization 5. The leader of the Gauls is probably the worst example of a Gallic leader because the name escapes me because it's a bunch of consonants that are in the wrong place. He lived in what is now modern day Belgium. Decided to pick a fight with Julius Caesar. Uh, he gets his tribe killed to a man almost, and he flees with his inner circle. This guy's notable the only notable thing about him in history is that he picked a fight with Caesar. Caesar kicked his ass,
Yeah.
and then he fled.
Is this the battle where like the Gaul like surrounded Caesar in that fortress, and then I can't remember how like Caesar ended up like breaking out of the fortress and then coming around the back of the Gaul?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
he just like completely outplayed, outsmarted them, and I forget his name. I had some when I'm playing Civilization with my brother. I have some derogatory nickname for this guy because he, as a leader, he fucking sucks. Him and
Yeah.
Christina are like for the leaders that they could have picked for Civ 5, him and like Christina of Sweden are probably the two most dog shit leaders that they chose to represent their civilizations.
I have never played a Civilization game.
They they're pretty. I feel like Hannafar would be right at home in a Civilization game because he's the kind of epic character that you would have like. This is Hannafar of the
Mhm.
Valari civilization. He has a big dragon fan, and he turns everything into a weapon.
Yeah, super into dragons.
Super into dragons.
It's like the Will Ferrell from Starsky and Hutch. The boy loves dragons. It's gonna get weird. Two
Hey,
dragons.
two dragons. Yeah, he hangs out. He hangs out with playwrights.
Yeah.
And,
apparently, the ladies love him.
yeah, ladies love him. He's a real silver fox. This Hanavar character.
Yeah.
He
yeah, Jesse.
So-
he didn't say anything, but I don't think Jesse's gonna be here tonight because he's still got deadlines. So
Oh,
Yeah,
dang.
dude.
Yeah, that makes sense. I will probably email Wargate and find out where in the queue American Saucer is, just so after I turn in this Rack Press story, I can be like, so am I working on that, or do I have some latitude to work on something else?
Oh, did you get American Saucer sent off?
Yeah, it's been sent off for a minute at this point.
Mhm.
Really, I think like maybe like a week or two after we had that conversation with Jason.
Oh, nice.
But so yeah, so with so when we pick up with Hanavar, they Spirian, right?
Yeah, I think it's like Superior. Something like. Well, yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, like Spirian. Yeah, this guy who's Hanavar's Dervan buddy, his
Mhm.
token Dervan friend.
He's
Who's-
like the Hanavar of Derva, basically.
Yeah, he's Scipio Africanus
Yeah.
with the serial numbers filed off.
hmm
And so he's like real cool with Hanavar. And so
Game respects game, dude.
yeah, game respects game. And he's like, oh, Hanavar's like so fucking cool since he was like 12.
Yeah.
He was like a young like a boy at like some battle. Hanavar like remembers it later, but he's like he's the only Dervan general to ever defeat Hanavar like in the field.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to remember where we pick up with the story. Do we pick
Yeah, well,
up with him first and his family?
Yeah, they're on a boat and they left Derva and they're going back to like their estate. They sold off all their Dervan property because he basically was like,
Fuck
you know,
Derva.
is a loudmouth in the Senate. Like, you're all a bunch of snakes. Fuck you guys. I'm out selling my shit and going out living in the country. So took his family. I think it's just his wife on the boat at the beginning.
I think it's him and his wife, and they're going to meet his daughter, his in-laws, and his grandchildren.
Yeah, his daughter and son-in-law and grandkids.
And he's
But then
got this
there's-
shady character talking to him.
Yeah, I can't remember his name. It's not with a T.
Torvus?
Corvus.
Torvus? Does that sound right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mr.
Torvus
T.
is
We say
connected-
Mr. T.
Mr. T. Mr. T is deeply connected to another character that we already know. We're gonna get into
Yeah.
that later. So he's like, oh, do you want like claims to be like a sorcerer. He's like, oh, you want like war protection? Like he's like, oh, there's a rumor that Hanavar's back and that he set fire to a theater. It was Cyrax in it, and that he killed that family of the dude who was said Valanus must burn. He killed his whole family.
Yeah, and they're like, yeah, we know all this, bro.
He's like, ooh, I know all this, and I got it all from this flashing like strobe light system.
Yeah.
Where they have like a series of towers that delivers it in like Morse code.
Yeah.
But they just
Like-
kind of see it out at sea. And he's like,
Like
oh, hey, this is what they're saying.
Yeah, it's more complicated, like beacons of Gondor and Rohan. I don't know what actual beacons are called, but yeah. Yeah, the guy, he's not really getting what he wanted out of old Cyprian, whatever his name is, Cyprian.
Cyprian, yeah. Cyprian's like, oh, whatever, fuck off. His wife is also very observant, very clever.
Yeah.
And
She's real ride or die.
yeah, she's real ride or die. And it's also kind of like a much more like even keeled like foil to our boys, Hanavar and Spirian.
Mhm.
So they're on a boat. I'm on a boat. They're going out to the provinces to fuck off. And he just so happens to head to the town that the circus is headed to.
Yeah.
So
There's actually, and I don't know if I actually like this part because there's like, I feel like, is it too contrived that like Hanavar and Cyprian run into each other by an elephant at the circus in the middle of this massive
it is.
empire?
I think of all the things, like he's on his way out to the provinces. Hanavar's undercover. He doesn't expect Hanavar to be there. Nobody expects Hanavar to be there because the Dervans think he's out to destroy them and they're looking in the wrong places. Whereas Hanavar it just wants to free his people. He could give a fuck whether Derva lives or dies. And according to Spirian, Derva will doom itself.
Yeah.
But
not only that, not only does he run into Hanavar, but then also the Malika, whatever her name is, the owner of the circus. Her dad is the guy that's trying to sell the info to Superion.
Yeah, Mr. T.
A lot of Mr. T. A lot of things like kind of, I don't know. It didn't bother me, but I was like, oh, that could be contrived. I don't know.
Well, he was also told. He was also told by that spirit to go that certain way.
Yeah, that's true.
So this could have easily been something that was one of those. It was fated to happen.
Part of the tapestry.
Yeah, like you, threads. If you want things to go right, like you need this to happen. Because if you go by sea, you'll be found. But and if you go by land, not only will you not be found, but you'll run into your old homie, who seems like he will be a vital piece of this later.
Yeah. I actually like the idea of like fate or the force being kind of maybe like some plot armor. Like in Star Wars, like the stormtroopers are terrible at aiming. Oh, it's plot armor. The force doesn't want the heroes to die. Or like in Rogue One, especially when that blind guy walks out and just like walks out in the middle of a firefight and they're just like missing him constantly until he hits the button. And I think it's kind of heavily implied in that scene that basically the force is keeping him alive until he completes his task. So I get that makes sense.
Naturally, the elephant's big and impressive, and his kids are like, "Oh, the elephant's so cool, Granddad. Oh, is this like the war elephants?" And he's like, neither of them can like see each other. Hanover like walks around and like answer like a kid. I think he goes to like say something to the kids about the elephant, like, "Oh no, like she's like doesn't have the temperament to be war or something." He makes eye contact with Spirit. And they immediately recognize each other. He knows who he is. They know who, like, they know. And he doesn't outer anything. He's just like, "Oh, hey, kids, let's go check out the leopards."
Yeah. I think he just dips off. Like they leave.
He just kind of leaves.
Doesn't notify like the guards as he walks by them. Doesn't say anything to the soldiers.
Yeah, walks past guards. Doesn't say shit like, "Hey, you know that's Hanovar hanging over by that elephant." Like, no, doesn't say jack shit. He just like walks by, and Hanover's like, "Oh, like maybe it's like whatever to him." Malika's dad.
And then he tells Antiras, he's like, "Yeah, that was Superion." And he's like, "What? Like the Superion?" He's like, "Yeah."
Yeah, like him. Like that was the spirit. Yeah, the one guy who beat me in battle. Yeah, that's him. So he's the only one who found a way around by plot armor. So by just being that guy.
Well, also they do kind of touch on that it was basically like luck played a huge part in it because like if it could have easily gone the other way.
Either way.
It was like I think his cavalry support was like late or didn't show up on time, and that's why he lost.
Yeah, and so there's a lot of flashbacks that kind of flesh out how these two like. There's a lot of flashbacks to along these like last their interactions, and even into like these last chapters. Like the last chapter is a flashback to like 20 minutes before the start of the first story. So what it seems like. And so we get flashbacks to between the second and third war between Derv and Volanus, where his brother and his brother are beating Spirion, and Spirion's like little homie who
number 2 guy.
Yeah, his go-to guy, his Kronk. And and I don't remember, but I think it's implied that like his homie was like murdered, or I think it's implied that he was like dead by some means. By the time like current day. I can't remember. Like it said that like he had to stay in politics because he didn't have like because he's a plebeian to stay relevant. Like he couldn't just dip out like Spirion did. But then I forget where it implied that like he had been killed or he had been passed or he hadn't been like clever enough to whatever.
Oh, yeah, I must have missed that one. Didn't catch that.
But yeah, so him and Megalar piss each other off. So they go to
it's funny because they're both like Superion and Hanavar are very mirrored, and then they're like number 2 is like Hanavar's brother, and then the dude's name, whatever it is, are kind of mirrored of each other. So it's like a funny like mirrored situation there.
Yeah, it's Oh, sorry about my little brother. Oh no, sorry, my little brother is like a piece of
Yeah,
shit too.
fucking little brothers. But I
Yeah,
definitely like their like, especially with like Hanavar and Superion, like they both don't want to be in war, but they're both really fucking good at it, and they just do it because they have to do it to protect their people or
yeah.
whatever.
They both understand like a very fundamental thing. Like war isn't something. It's something that like it's a necessary evil. Like you have to do it
Hmm.
because like if you won't take up arms to ensure fight for your people's survival or fight for the safety of your people, like nobody else will.
Yeah.
And like if you pick up that sword, pick up that spear, whatever, like you better be fucking good at it.
Hmm.
And it really plays out through the chaotic events of this chapter, which turns into like Die Hard very fast. Uh,
Yeah, something else
Die,
I liked as we've gone through this book towards these last few chapters, we see that Antares is also kind of not faking being a soldier anymore. He's like legit been around Hanavar so much that now he's kind of a soldier. Like his perception's way up, and he knows how to. Maybe he's not perfect, but he knows how to handle a spear well enough to like kill some, pain immune zealots.
yeah, he fights the fucking crazies later.
Yeah.
Uh, he picks up on some things,
Hmm.
and so flash sideways to after that weird reaction. Malika is getting shook down by her dad,
Yeah. Who got into
who
some trouble with a loan shark wizard beastmaster
yeah,
guy.
who yeah. Just a side note, I said this out loud in my car when I was listening earlier. Like, man, living in this world fucking sucks. Like, just a, now, oh, the loan shark, he just doesn't take your car. He sends like his weird monkey monsters to strangle you in your sleep.
the Mockles or however they're Morkles or
Yeah,
Mockles, yeah.
Mockles. Yeah.
Mockles, red furred apes, bastards. Imagine being that little boy who just gets kidnapped by a red ape and
Oh,
carted off to the woods.
I've got that poor chap. But so he's trying to shake her down, tries to pay her for her amulet because he's like, oh, it's implied that like the amulet might be helping like the
Control
circus run a
animals.
little smoother. Yeah, help control the
Yeah.
animals a little better. He's like, oh, well, it's probably fake. Like you're just too good at your job, but it's very ambiguous whether it's actually magical or not.
Hmm.
But the wizard loan shark man wants it. The
Yeah.
wizard loan shark man also wants to kill Spirion because he's getting paid by one of Spirion's enemies to
Yeah.
kill
That's
him.
some Durban political shit.
Yeah, some shitbag Durvan. To try to kill our boy. So he, unfortunately for this man, he drugs Malika, and just when he gets up, thinks he's get off scot free, Hanavar rolls up with Antares and the leopard chick. It just beats the piss out of this guy,
Yeah.
like leaves him lying there.
Smacks him in the jaw, hits him a few more times. Yeah, it fucks him up, dude.
Yeah, he just fucks him up, takes the amulet, like kicks him down the road,
Yeah. Well,
sends him
I really
packing with
like that.
nothing.
Yeah, I really like that scene where he's just like trying to shake his daughter down because he gives her this roofied wine that he's
Yeah.
pretending to drink. He's not drinking it because he doesn't want to pass out. But he's like, he's trying. He wants her to like give it to him, but like obviously he's an absentee father, deadbeat, whatever. And clearly he is a deadbeat because he's in debt trying to shake his daughter down. But
He's
anyway,
a debt to a shady wizard.
yeah. First he tries to like convince her to give it to him, and like he pulls out like a bag of coins. He's like, I'll buy it from you. It's like, trust me, there's a guy. He even tells her there's a guy after who's really dangerous. You should just give it to me so you're safe. He actually like he's a dirtbag, but he also kind of like is trying to keep her safe, or at least he says he is. And then by the end, I would say he justified or he redeemed himself. But yeah,
so while he's taking her down, he lets slip that he's trying to kill some Durban senator. And when the Hanover's beat the piss off, he's like, who's the Durban that he's like, oh, that damn spirit. He's like, oh, I gotta go save bro. And so he
just hauls ass out of there.
He just hauls ass like on foot to Spirion's estate, kills the monkey handlers outside and just like leaves them lying there, shows up like in his study as he's reading, and like they start talking. He's like, are you here to kill me? He's like, no. He's like, so some of that's bullshit. Cyrax would have lived, like if he'd helped me fight the mold goddess that was killing everybody.
Yeah.
He's like, and I didn't kill him. One of the ladies threw a spear at him.
Yeah.
I was busy
Also,
dealing with
also
the
to
mold.
note, like he killed the handlers because he was like, so these monkey things are magically controlled. So like, there's the big bad wizard, and he can control these monsters. But he sent like he has like his slaves that are also like his apprentices, and he sent one to go like control the monkeys. So Hannibal was hoping he killed that handler, and the monkeys would just go crazy and fuck off.
Yeah,
They
just
did
fuck
not.
off. They did not. They stayed on target. And so he explains like, oh, with what's his face and his family. Well, yeah, like the dead dragged him off. Like he was trying to talk to Andivar and like get him to figure out where I was.
Yeah.
So they're shooting the shit. He's getting a lowdown on what happens. One of the monkey things comes at them. The Hannibal kills it immediately with extreme prejudice, and then they hear it fucking with his grandkids. So they both run out like, oh, we're gonna like fucking fuck shit up. And it's obvious to not necessarily that it's Hannibal, but even like the historian knows, like the granddaughter later was like, this is clearly like a man who is like granddad's equal.
Yeah.
Like everyone kind of takes it as like, oh, that's rare that this is someone that like these two are clearly like they don't need to like say like, hey, this is like my equal. Like they clearly comport themselves like this man is like equal to my granddad. Like they're just as confident and like Gabe recognizes
Yeah.
Gabe. Like
Which
they're
like it like
yep.
set off. I think his wife was like hella sus about it because she was like, because Superion said that his rank was like some like I don't know, he's
He's
like
a
cavalryman or something.
Decurion. It's like the Centurion, but for cavalry.
Yeah.
And she's like,
Which was
yeah,
like,
I've seen you talk to former soldiers. That sounds like bullshit.
yeah, like not that like, and she was like, not that he's like ever disrespectful to people, but there's like there's like the regular
It's
respect
different.
he shows people, but then there's like people that are on his level that he shows a higher level of respect. And
He's
so she
like
was like, yeah, that guy's
he's like,
not a
I'm not
Vicurian.
even sure. like like you talk to him almost like you talk to same but different. It's like when you talk to like the little brother dude that like was in the meeting with him and Megular.
Yeah.
Uh
Yeah.
but he
Monkey stole a
I love how
grandkid.
even like the yeah, monkey stole a grandkid. Monkey took my baby. So this kid's like 5.
And left a
Brave
note.
as hell for a 5-year-old.
Yeah, he's a little
Yeah,
genius.
left a note. The monkey left a note. Like I was like, what the hell is that? Who the fuck wrote this up?
Maybe they gave him the note, like leave this with the body, or leave this in the room. But
So
yeah,
yeah,
it's a diversionary tactic.
So Monkey Man takes off. And so they tell Spirit to come alone, and Spirit says, fuck that, and rolls up with the squad.
Really, Hannibal kind of takes control. So she's like, you go do whatever you have to do. I'm going to go get my people, and then we'll meet up. So yeah. And then they sneak up. And then we switch back to Mr. T's point of view. By the way, I don't know if we made it clear, but his daughter doesn't like him at all. That's why he ended up drugging her and stealing her shit. But yeah, we go back to his point of view where he goes back to the camp where the wizard's at, and then the ape shows up with the little boy, and he's like, "What the fuck, y'all stole?"
He's like,
a
what
little
the
kid?
fuck are you doing? Like, you stole a kid? Like,
Yeah.
Spirian, you stole his kid?
Yeah. So he's like trying to like be super nice to the boy, make him feel better. And kind of the whole time as a super flashy wizard who likes to throw his cape back and be all dramatic every time he moves around.
He's got his little poisonous lizard buddy.
Yeah. He's very very Gucci sounding. I really like the characterization with the wizard's like mannerisms. It was really funny. But yeah, he's very like just like kind of protective of this little boy, even against this guy that he's super afraid of. And like tries to help the boy escape, which was super endearing, and ends up getting bit by the poisonous lizard.
Because they're like, oh, we'll use the poisonous lizard to knock him out. Like, he doesn't need to be conscious for this ploy to work. And like, he tells the kid to run, and like he gets like knocked on his ass. Does he get bit by the lizard like when he tries to help him escape, or is he?
Yeah, Mr. T gets
like,
bit by the lizard when he tries to help the boy escape, and then the lizard chases after the little boy and bites the little boy in the calf. As Superion, so like Anavar and the black chick with the whip, who was the elephant trainer.
Yeah,
is Antiris there? I think Antiris comes too.
Yeah,
and
Antiris comes with him too. I don't remember Interior's doing much other than quoting a play. To be honest.
This would be a good time to do one of my favorite references. But yeah, so then Superior rolls up and he chops the lizard in half, but after it bit his grandson. And so there's 2 people dying.
Hannivar flings a spear like across a field and kills
the wizard.
It kills the wizard like immediately.
Only because Mr. T, as he was dying from the poison, grabbed the wizard's ankle and wouldn't let him dodge it. So
yeah, and he's
totally
like,
redeemed himself.
He's like, your son will die. He's like, he's full of shit. He hasn't been bit yet.
Yeah, and then
like everything the wizard shouts like a threat, like Mr. T's like he's full of shit. Like
yeah, totally tried to help.
Happened.
Yeah, Mr. T totally redeemed himself, dude. Yeah, and then like as the wizard's dying, Mr. T again is like he's like touching the fucking wizard, and he's like
trying to find the antidote.
He's like, wait, he alerts Hannivar that there's an antidote, and then the wizard, being a petty
crushes
it, dude. And yeah, and then Hannivar takes the spear out of his body and like jams it in his throat, which is rad. And then there's this other slaves that belong to the wizard, and they obviously captured them with no problem. And they're like, yeah, there's one more antidote, and so there's only enough for one person, or there might be more than enough for the kid, but a full-grown man needs the whole amount. And so Mr. T sacrifices himself.
Yeah, he's like, whatever, just give it to the kid. I'm done anyway.
Yeah. So yeah, he real great character arc in this one chapter, dude, for this guy.
So they're shooting the shit, and Spirion tells him that there's a list of all the Volani slaves who are auctioned off and who has them, and he could probably acquire, if not the list itself, a copy of it. Mm-hmm. And we also learned that Spirion like bought as many of the orphans as he can, like made sure they got educated. He's gonna release them as they reach adulthood, and then like it's in his will, like even if he dies before they all reach adulthood, that they're to be released when they become adults. Like he's been trying to take care of the Volani people as much as he could. And so when he's talking to Hannivar, he's like, oh, I'll meet you north of like the main Derva city. I think it's just Derva. He's like, I'll meet you like somewhere north, and like we'll talk this out. Like I'll get your lists. I'll give you the lowdown, like what's going on in Maintown. Yeah. But like I need to strike back at these people who went after my family, and they're like, oh, like sweet, like thanks, like. And him and Antirius like shoot the shit a little bit about like Spirion. Spirion talks to his wife, and he's like, oh, my friend has some business to take care of. I'm gonna strike a blow back at the people that attacked us.
The senator.
He's like, I'm gonna do what my friend advised. And his wife's like, oh, is that what Hannivar advised? And he's like, yeah.
Bullshitter, dude.
He's like, oh, talk to him one time and you'll see him the way I do. You're smart like that.
Yeah.
And so from the description, from the historian's notes, I assume the granddaughter will eventually be a Hannivar respecter. I wouldn't be surprised if Marcus eventually became like Dervin Julius Caesar or something. Mm-hmm. Just the amount of bullshit he went through at like 5 years old.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, that's kind of, isn't that Julius Caesar's story? Then wasn't his father a patrician who got like disgraced? Like he sided with the wrong, he sided with the wrong people. Yeah, and then the whole family got wiped out, and he had to, basically Julius had to start from the fucking bottom, and work his way up.
Yeah, start from the bottom, work his way up. Yeah, I wouldn't be. If Howard Andrew Jones hadn't gotten sick suddenly, I don't know how the other 2 books. I know he said he had enough material he could take it to 5. I wouldn't be surprised if that was a development like later books that.
Yeah.
Marcus Spirion would be kind of this figure.
Definitely. I mean, my son's name's Marcus, so I like that. He's a cool character. Named after a Roman emperor.
Yeah. So
yeah, that's it. They saved the boy. They killed the wizard. Find out
they killed the monkeys. And the lizard.
That was that was a cool scene where he like he's like running. He's running towards the so first of all, they're trying to be sneaky, and then like he hears shit up above him. He's like, okay, that's definitely a Mockle. And the wizard can see through his beasts. So he's like, I can see you. get at like I could like, don't come near me, whatever. Your son's bitten. And of course, Mr. T blew that line out.
He's like, no, he hasn't.
But then like Hannibal's like, fuck it, let's go, dude. As he starts running, and then the fucking monkey jumps down and is like charging at Hannibal. Hannibal like hooks the spear, but like obviously wasn't aiming for the monkey. Throws it past him, impales the fucking wizard, and then goes to town with his sword. I think
his cool ass Valani sword.
Yeah, I forgot it wasn't the Gladius, it was the actual Valani sword. Which was it like a falchion, which is
it's like a falcetta or something.
Yeah,
I think it's like a fantasy name for a falchion.
Yeah, so I was like, is it just a falchion with a Volani flavor to it? But yeah,
they're like their curved swords that are deep water boats.
He kind of fucked up all those monkeys, dude.
Yeah.
Is there a monkey he didn't kill? I think he killed them all. I don't think anyone else got a monkey.
He got all three. The one that killed Marcus got with the sword.
Yeah. Well, I think the girl helped him. I think she ran it through one time and then he finished it off. Yeah. I can't remember exactly how it went, but yeah, it was a dope fight. And they obviously rounded up all the slaves and figured shit out. But yeah, I really like Hyperion. I like the relationship and kind of the parallels between the two of them. And I think even Antirius kind of talks about like how people say they're kind of very similar, but he didn't think so. But then he's like, well, maybe that's not fair to Hannibal because like Hyperion's got this estate and all this family and gets to kind of chill in his old age. Hannibal's got this massive weight on his shoulders and his world's been destroyed. So it's maybe he would be more like Hyperion if he, was chilling and drinking wine, hanging out with grandkids.
Yeah. Hanging out with grandkids. And he does like go like there are clearly more meetings with Spirion later down the road because Antirius talks about like how his later talks with Spirion kind of fleshed out some of the events of this story that like they were obviously not present for.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this was a cool chapter. I liked it. I liked getting to meet the Dervin Hanavar. I liked I don't know, I like the magic in this world. I guess it's like real sword and sorcery where it's like not just like straightforward like, hey, I cast fireball. It's like this wizard controls animals and this fucking wizard summons moldy goddesses. It's all different shit. This guy needs horse hearts to summon ghosts, like
everyone kind of has like different shit. They have like weird rules for their stuff. No one really understands. Of course, there's like enough charlatan. There's plenty of charlatans, like enough that like people legitimately see the future, and like other people like, oh, you might be full of shit.
Yeah, that's the thing too, because like there are like, and I feel like with Antirius talking in the last chapter with that Sirius, like when you meet the real deal, it's like okay, like you've like your whole life you've only fucked with like charlatans, and so you don't believe, and then you meet like the real deal, and you're like, okay, this is clearly this person is not like it's not regular.
Yeah.
But yeah, cool chapter. I don't think anything else for that one. Yeah, I think
that's Shadow Play, which is the play that Antirius quotes when they're sitting over Mr. T's dead body. He like quotes a play.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and with the amulet, because the girl obviously Hanavar prevented Mr. T from stealing the amulet, so she had it.
Yeah.
When she that was the other person. She came with them to get that kid back because she was there to like say goodbye to her dad. But she tried to control the monkey with the fucking amulet, and that kind of helped Hanavar get his attack off because she like stopped it. But she was like, "Oh, that wizard's crazy strong," but clearly the amulet works, so she was able to kind of like fuck with the monkey.
It does some real bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he so Antirius quotes a fucking play while this man is like dying of horrific poison, and Spirion's like, "Oh, that's Shadow Play. You have good taste."
I kind of really like Antirius, dude. He's funny, dude.
Antirius is great.
Yeah, he's less of a I don't know. He's like a more serious Dandelion from The Witcher.
Yeah, very, very serious character. Very, very put upon man. He deals with a lot of bullshit through this book.
Yeah, they kind of mentioned that where like when he's talking to that Sirius about like the kind of man that Hanavar is, he burns so bright that it draws a lot of I don't know, conflict towards him. And he's like, yep, can't confirm being that close to him, being that close to, like, I don't know what he says, like a shining star, you can get burned. And he's like,
Yeah, he's
definitely.
like, yeah, we fought like dark gods and sorcerers and bullet goddesses and
Demon shrimp.
fucking demon shrimps and demon shrimp. You
Almost
gotta
ate
beat the
me.
blood out of them.
Yeah. Yeah, good chapter, man. I think this one, I don't know. I feel like maybe it was just kind of a chapter that kind of sets up more of the overarching plot because it has to do with Hyperion and him gathering information on more slaves.
Him knowing that there is a master document of like who has all the slaves and who has what.
Yeah,
like
he's a critical ally.
Yeah,
for sure.
Critical and reliable ally at that too.
Yeah, honorable. Yeah, I don't know. This chapter also has like this theme of like honorable men being more loyal to each other because of their honor over like regardless of their nationality or whatever. Which is really cool.
Like when his country acts like completely without honor.
Yeah.
Like experience like, man, fuck these people.
Yeah. And then they try to kill his grandkid, and he's like, "Oh, you done fucked up now, dude.
You fucked up now. You fucked up." A. Varys or whatever the guy's name was.
Yeah, I don't remember. Lots of names that just kind of go in the head and come back out.
Very Romanesque names.
I let a lot of the names and stuff just kind of wash over me, and I kind of just try to stick to the real pertinent things. And I'm sure that'll come up later. You know, maybe it won't. Maybe it's like, if I can kill that guy, that'll be the end of it. But
he just gets a passing. So Snare the Hunter is the next one.
Yeah.
This is
so Shadow Play was also the last chapter with the circus. They leave the circus after.
They leave the circus after this. This deals with the Revenants, who are
Can I just say that the Revenants, they're bastards. They're very like Inquisitor-ish. And honestly, they're not that gangster. Like they look gangster, sound gangster, but Hannivar has fucked up every Revenant he's come across. I think regular people, they're like super terrifying. But
so the one that he was stuck with the face-eating monster, that slave sicked on him, that guy was pretty clever and on the ball. These guys, not so much. They
like 6 of them.
The evil stupidity, as far as the villains go, is very strong.
Pretty off the charts.
Very off the charts with these guys. Yeah, because there's like 4 of them, and
there's 3 at the tavern and 3 at the villa.
Yeah, so there's like 6 of them, and they're all colossally stupid. And
they have a witch that can like see the future and stuff.
They have a witch that sees the future, and like kind of half the time doesn't believe
it. Kind of, I don't know.
Yeah,
like an unintentional scrying ability where it's kind of just like, oh, this person's over there right now.
Yeah, and like
a dinner party, like
yeah,
Hannibar's coming in like the middle of a fucking Durban dinner party, and they're like, "What the fuck did she just say? I thought you said that wasn't Hannibar."
They're like, "Oh, don't worry about that." So yeah, there's these 6 fools. Who so Mr. T and the fabulous wizard kind of share the idiot, stupid, evil ball. The last chapter. This story is these 6 idiots who are like playing volleyball with
it. Yeah,
it's like
and they're like it's like almost 2 separate stories because the first 3 are at the tavern in the mountains, and then the next 3 are completely different space area.
Yeah, and like,
I don't think they like each other.
Yeah, no, because they didn't like delegate or his witch, but then he's like, oh, he's stupid, hang out with that fucking witch. Oh, he could really. This guy who's thinking about how stupid his boss is gets tricked by the, hey, what's in this barrel?
Not even that. He didn't even have to say what's in this barrel. He just like stood in front of the barrel, and then he's like, "Why are you standing in front of that barrel? Awfully suspicious."
He stood in front of the barrel and like acted like Interior stood in front of the barrel and acted like something was in it. And when he went to investigate the barrel, they fucking stuffed his face in and killed him.
Fucked him up, dude. Like stabbed the shit out of him. Like stabbed him through the bicep and all kind of like bunch of different spots, dude. They just stuffed him in there.
They just stuffed him.
Like what a way to go. I think the reason that they come across as so stupid, these guys at least, is because they're like so arrogant and so used to just immediately getting whatever they want. People are so terrified of them. Because they basically come across to me like as the Inquisitors of from Son of the Black Sword, which where you're at, I don't know if you've seen, because they do, the Inquisitors do really fucked up shit in Saga of the Forgotten Warrior.
Oh yeah.
To people are fucking terrified of them.
Yeah, people reach to be terrified of them because half of them are like one-man armies.
Yeah, but yeah, and definitely in Saga they're powerful. But these guys are still not as powerful as those Inquisitors, but they're still super fucked up dudes, and they're considered like elite legionnaires. Which I think Hanevar might have disagree with that, but because he just fucking dog walks every single one he comes across. But even the one that was like super on the ball, he just like got into a fight, he stabbed him right in the fucking throat, dude, took him out. But yeah, they show up to town and they basically try to terrify an entire tavern and to tell us where fucking Hanevar is or whatever. And immediately fall for like a note passed to them like, oh, meet me out back. I know where Hanevar is. And quickly get fucking murdered by Hanevar. So.
Yeah, so I think they're so used to like you said, I think they're so used to like just being able to intimidate people into doing whatever they need them to do that like running into actual opposition or having to actually figure some shit out just baffles them.
Yeah.
Because yeah, all 6 of these guys get dog walked, and then it seems like they're so piss poor at investigating. They find a body in the burned, a burned tower or something, like a burned grain stack or something.
Are you talking about at the villa?
Yeah.
Well, that's after he already killed them all. So it was like, it wasn't the revenants that found the burned body. It was the people after all the revenants were dead.
Oh, I assumed like some other revenant came, like just found the body. Like,
I don't think so, because that witch left. But yeah, so basically Hanevar kills all the dudes. The 3 revenants that show up to that mountain town, he fucking kills all of them. And is I can't remember how he figures out that they torch. So there's 2 guys that go out back. One guy is kind of like hiding, and the other guy is the one who goes to approach Antiras. The leader goes to approach Antiras. Hanevar kills the one that's like hiding, and then they stuff the leader in the barrel, and the third one is like hanging out by the horses in case like Hanevar tried to like flee, and they get that guy and just torture the shit out of him. I'm guessing until he tells them, where the other guys are. Yeah, and the witch. He tells them about the witch, and they take that fucking guy to the villa and drop his fucking corpse like in the middle of the villa for a fucking slave to come find. So yeah, that kind of throws shit up. Anyway, yeah, I don't know if do you have anything else to add for that first part where they're at that tavern area?
The legate getting killed by the witch is kind of just desserts because he really doesn't see it coming.
Yeah.
Which is funny because he's relying on her to see anything coming.
Yeah.
And she just fucking.
Well, he's a big dick to her too, but like.
Yes. Yeah, she like goes to flee and then comes back and kills him and then flees.
Yeah. Yeah, so after Hanevar kills those 3 dudes, it jumps to the villa where the other 3 are, and we're in the POV of the leader of that trio. And the witch is like hanging out there, and she's like constantly always like tripping balls and like, looking down, and she's like playing with shit in her hands. I can't remember what it was, but I don't know. She's kind of out of it, and he's like talking to some fucking nobles, and like, no, the person we're looking for isn't actually Hannibal. It's just a Hannibal wannabe.
He's just an imposter.
Yeah, and then his witch fucking pops out, like starts like fucking, doing weird witchy stuff, and he's like, Hannibal fucking killed the other. What did she say?
Hannibal's killed the other guys.
I don't know,
he's coming.
Someone finds the dead body. I think that's how they find out about that they're dead. But she's just like, he's coming here. I don't know. Basically, she blurts out that Hanevar is coming for them, and then the noble's like, I thought you fucking said that it wasn't Hanevar. And he's like, no, that's not true. It's not.
The guy might think he's Hanevar.
Yeah. Basically, but yeah, so the witch, I don't think she does kind of have other powers other than just like this weird scrying ability, because she at the end of the story, when she like walks out of the cave that Hanevar and Antiras are in, she kind of just like vanishes.
Yeah, she just vanishes.
Just a scarf like floating in the wind is all that's left.
I could disappear and teleport into snow, but I can't take scarves with me.
Yeah, can't flee these. I don't know exactly how they managed to improve. So the keep on saying Inquisitors. The Revenants have basically imprisoned her somehow. They're forcing her to do this, and I couldn't quite tell like they mentioned that like they forced her to do something. I couldn't tell if they like sexually assaulted her, like on top of forcing her to like do these horrendous things. So they made her use her powers to like snuff out like political dissidents, fucking like midwives, all these like innocent people that the Empire just wanted to make go away, basically for whatever reason.
Yeah, and the council member that they had from Valanos is like the most like sweet-natured and like mild-mannered one. She was like, "Oh, like we need to mess with our building because I'm worried about falling debris, like falling on children." And they're like Hannibal kind of gets pissed thinking about like, oh, the Revenants are, what could they be doing to her, like, for all this time? So he's I feel like by the end of the series, the Revenant Order will be destroyed,
completely fucked. Yeah, dude, this whole chapter is just Hannibal fucking the Revenants up. Like there's like at no point in this chapter was I even a little bit worried for Hannibal. He just destroys everybody in this chapter. It's not even close. So when they go to the villa, they drop the body. Somehow no one sees them. He sets up all these sweet booby traps and decoys. He fucks them up. So the dead body draws them out, and basically the Revenants conscript the household guard and tell them to keep the guests out of the courtyard or wherever the hell they go, the veranda or some shit. And they go out there and they find another Revenant body like in a chair on this like outcrop, this like overhang that's like a wooden overhang that extends off of a cliff. And this like guard's body. No. That's not what it was. The guard's the Revenant's body was in the villa, but it had no head. And now on this platform, there's a chair with the helmet that has the head in it, and some like placard or some shit. But anyway, they go to inspect it, and like one of the Revenant goes out to like look at it and see what it is, because the witch is like, I can't touch the body because like all his pain as far as like scrying, because she'll be able to find Hannibal better if she touches something that he touched. Yeah, but she's like, I can't touch this dead body that he murdered because it'll like the pain will like destroy me. But go get me that placard or whatever the fuck it was, and that'll work. So she gets this Revenant to go out on the overhang. And as soon as he goes out there, loud crack, thing just collapses and he falls off the cliff. So boom, one Revenant down. And then what is it? I think like people like start shooting arrows at him, and then or maybe they just see some movement. And so the number 2 Revenant starts chasing into the fog, and the number 1 Revenant starts chasing behind him, and the witch is like trailing way behind the two of them into this fog where they can't really see. And the dude gets like snared. His foot gets in a snare. He drags him into this fucking like scalding hot spring and dumps his body in there. Dude, the whole time I love it because like they like never see Hannibal. He kills all 3 of them, and they didn't really see him.
Fucking John Rambo or like the Punisher or something.
He's a fucking ghost in the darkness, dude. But yeah, he fucks him up.
Like I guess like just imagine him like lighting a candle and like Hannibal's just right there and blows it back out.
That'd be funny, dude. Yeah, so the second guy goes into the scalding hot water and doesn't come back up. And then arrows start flying. The lead Revenant, the last one, starts charging, sees the archer up on top of like a old building. I can't remember what the building is, but an old wooden, dried out building. Manages to close the distance without getting hit with an arrow, I don't believe, and finds a torch, sets the building on fire, and thinks he got him. The witch catches up, and he tells her to go, I don't know, get help or whatever, get back up.
Yeah, she go get help, and she turns to go get help, and then she just comes back and fucking kills him.
Yeah. Which I'm like totally on this witch's side. It sounds like I feel really bad for her because it's like this situation where she's forced to do terrible things against her will, but like she still did those things because she didn't want to get murdered and die or be tortured or whatever. But she still like feels really guilty about all these innocent people that she helped these fuck faces, murder and torture. So she's a really tragic character. So all 3 of the Revenants die at the villa. Hannibal, I think it was him on the burning shack, but he like jumped down, went and got the dead body that the witch killed and threw that body into the burning burning buildings so that there'd just be a charred body. And yeah, that was the crazy fugitive they were after. And the chapter kind of ends where like Hanavar and Antirias are chilling in some like cave refuge, camping out on their way back up the mountain. And the witch comes, and she tells them about like how they forced her to all that terrible stuff. She
tells them
wants
who the revenants had.
Yeah. Wants to know if they're like planning to kill a bunch of revenants and like take the fight to the Empire, if he has an army with him, that kind of stuff.
He's like, no, we're chilling in a cave. Like, my army is me and this playwright who's started to look really feverish. I don't think this guy from the balmy, sunny islands can handle these high mountain passes.
She's kind of bummed when she finds out that his goal is not to destroy Derva, but to just save his own people. They offer, he's like, dude, you can come with us. It's not cool being alone. So if you need to come with us, we're more than welcome to join us. We won't judge you for all the terrible shit they made you do. But she's just broken and refuses that offer and disappears into a snowstorm. All magic-like.
All magic and shit, which we're not done dealing with magical bullshit. Because then we go to, is it the Light of the Lovely Ones? It's the next story?
Yeah, dude, it's fucking Hotel California in the mountains, dude.
Hotel Cal. That's exactly what it is. It's Antiquity Hotel California.
Yeah, fucking nightmare. This might be the most fucked up thing I've read in the book. In a lot of it, this chapter, might actually go up against some hand of God shit. Like, some brutal stuff.
Yeah, no, this is the chapter like that's like, this world sucks.
Dude, the scene. Okay, so yeah, they're going over the pass and it's cold as balls. He's Hanavar, so obviously he's a badass. He can take it, he can hack it, he can do it. But fucking Antirias is, I don't know, an analog for like a North African or something. And he's
super like Greek.
Well, it says he's got like black. They call him, like, one guy calls him black. Says your black friend, like, he has like really dark skin.
I mean, Greeks that live in Greece have dark skin.
Not like black though. I don't know.
Either
way, he's from a warm place. He's not from high mountains that are cold as fuck. So he's like probably hypoxic. He looks like he's getting maybe like in danger of being hypothermic. Really struggling to keep his body going. And Hanavar, having done the pass over the mount before, though a different route, I think, than the one they're taking right now, had heard of like a refuge for travelers and stuff. So he goes there. There is a refuge. And it immediately is weird. At least like once he's actually in there, people like all the acolytes or whatever are always like smiling and like seem like stoner hippies and like, hey man, we're gonna feel all right, man.
It's like very off-putting.
Yeah, like he just has a bad vibe the whole time. And I mean, I didn't really like close read it that intensely, but I'll just say like the way I felt read it, I felt very nervous and like, oh dude, something creepy is gonna happen in here. It was off-putting, yeah.
Yeah, they're like, oh yeah, we'll take care of your friend, da da da. And he's worried about being recognized by either Dervin soldiers that might want to start some shit with him, or former soldiers of his that might be pissed that he left them in the mountains. Because when he withdrew across the pass, it was kind of a hurried thing.
Yeah.
And so he asked about like.
We also forgot to mention from the last chapter, the witch saw his aura. We should probably mention that. I feel like that was kind of an important thing to say. So like she sees all the revenants and sees people's auras and they're like red and black, like evil, murder, scumfuck aura. And she sees Hanavar and she knows obviously he's killed an assload of people. But she's like, how? Like, I don't understand. You're a murderer, but you have like a perfectly golden aura or whatever the color was. And he's like, I mean, I just killed when I have to, but I'm fucking good at it. I don't like take joy in it or anything. She's like, wow, you're completely pure. So I thought that was a really cool little characterization, whatever.
Yeah, like the universe itself is telling us like Hanavar is unambiguously like a good dude.
Yeah. Which is kind of like, I think I said that like last episode, like he is like the objective, like the moral right. Because you see like there's Volani that he goes against and there's Dervins that he sides with. So he like it doesn't matter the nationality. He just is on the side of what's right and honorable, which is cool. But yeah, they go into the cave, take care of their horses and shit, get them like food, chicken broth, I think it was. But he's like getting this like weird vibe the whole time, like it's like the cave, the whatever the sanctuary. He's like trying to force him to relax, and you can tell that he's being influenced to like relax and feel better.
Yeah.
So he's like fighting it, oddly enough.
There's like an older woman that like kind of comes onto him, holding a lamp.
Yeah. She's
And
like
he's
the
like-
Reverend Mother or whatever. She's the head priestess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, what is up with this woman? This is bizarre. So he's a little freaked out about it.
I think the first thing we see that kind of like sends up the red flags is they're like, oh, he's got bad frostbite. We need to go check him out a little further and keep him longer. And he's like, that's weird. I checked him over and I didn't see any frostbite, but okay.
Yeah.
That was like the first like alarm
He's
bell.
like, that's odd. I did this fast before. I know what frostbite looks like really well, actually. Huh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I forget where he goes. He finds one of his former soldiers, a captain of infantry.
Well, first he meets that Reverend Mother lady. She comes down and approaches him and is like, "Oh, you're in so much pain," or something like that. And he's like, "No, I'm fine. Like I'm physically fine." She's like, "No, you're again kind of hitting at his aura. Like you have a bunch of like emotional damage, emotional damage."
Emotional damage.
But he's like, "No, leave me alone, you fucking weirdo." Bad vibes intensify, and it's this point when she approaches with that. There's like she has a little lantern. He gets like a really strong vibe of like his pain and aches, everything kind of goes away, and he wants to like smile and like, hey, yeah, man, you're fucking cool, dude. And Tyrese looks like he's fucking in a coma, like in a pleasure coma, just like smiling and snoring and shit. So yeah, and then when the lady leaves, this is what he does. Like, so the lady's like looking after other victims, patients, whatever. He like backs away and he's like testing, like he's like, how many paces
trying to figure
away?
out the radius of like.
Yeah, what's the area of effect of this lantern? I don't think he knows at that point it's a lantern, but he's like, this lady is giving off some shit, so he like counts his steps to see how far away he has to be from her to see what the area effect of her influence is. And then when he gets out of it, he's like, I feel fucking terrible. I want to go back. Yeah. And it's what this ends up being, what they actually do. It sounds like if you just said, oh, they eat your pain. Well, that doesn't sound so bad, but like, no, like they eat your pain. Like they have to eat your pain. So they have to inflict pain upon you.
They have to inflict pain on you.
Like it's not good. But yeah,
like his buddy who's missing an arm. Like he had more of his arm.
Yeah,
and
they
then
kept taking more off.
They kept taking more off.
Yeah,
and
so like they end up going to bed. Like they end up like getting their quarters and going to sleep. I don't think anything else really happens that's of note from like him meeting that lady to them like going to sleep.
Did he see some weird people like watching them when they're sleeping?
He did. So he like, he put his sword close to his bed, put his knife under his pillow, and talks about how he's a light sleeper. Hears some scuffling, and gets up with his knife, picks his head out, and he sees like the acolytes, go around the corner. And then he's like, oh, it's pretty much sunrise. So he gets up, starts walking around, sees like not the acolytes, but like people that like live there being cared for, like laboring and shit. Comes across a guy chopping wood, and it's one of his old Gaul. He's not a Volani, but he was, they allied with these guys against the Dervins.
Yeah.
So can't remember what their name of their shit was. I thought that they were like Scots because they kept talking about plaid. I was like, okay, yeah, they got plaid.
Yeah, the
checkered whatever pants.
Yeah, that's a big Gaelic thing or big Gaul thing.
Gaul thing. Yeah, dude's got one arm, chopping fire with like a fucking badass. Looks super. His eyes look very defeated when he comes upon him, but not holding a grudge.
Yeah, not holding a grudge. No, and he fucking sees Hannibal and he like lights up a little bit. He's like, "Oh, like, have you finally come to me?"
Bows to him.
Yeah,
he's like the angel of death or some shit.
He's like, "Oh, am I finally dead?" And Hannibal's like, "No, I'm alive, man."
Yeah,
like
rise.
Rise. He's like, hey, get up, like we got work to do. Like the fuck's going on here?
He's like, you left your friend back. So he left Antira sleeping and started moseying around. And then the guy with one arm's like, you left your friend by himself? And he's like, yeah, was that a
Unsupervised?
mistake? Was that a mistake? And he's like, I don't know. Did they seem interested in you guys? And like, yeah, a little bit. You're like, well, fuck, we better go find your friend, dude.
So
Yeah,
they
tally ho and sally forth, go look for Antires.
they pretend to be helping with something, and the
Yeah.
scene that they end up coming on witnessing is
Before
like,
we reveal that, he also tells them like, so he kind of spills the beans a little bit. Like this place, like they're not going to let you leave. He's like, I tried to escape once, and they sent the lovely ones after me. And these dudes are like, they feel no pain, which means they train nonstop, so they're hella fucking strong. They have hella endurance. They literally break their bones on purpose so that they'll regrow thicker, or they'll heal and become
and
thicker
longer
and shit.
and
Yeah,
longer
longer.
too.
So yeah, there's like these psychotic, invulnerable fucking juggernaut dudes that like enforce everyone's imprisonment. And like he tells them like they're not healing you, they're feeding on your pain. He's like shows them his arm. He's like, yeah, they cut on me and then they like magically feed on my agony. Even though like the magic doesn't allow him to feel pain, they just continue, I don't know, to fucking carve him up so they can have a little orgasmic pain orgy, whatever. But yeah, and they go, and Terrace is gone, and Hannivar's like, where do they do the surgeries?
Surgeries.
Surgeries. What did I say?
Yeah. So yeah, no, air quotes surgeries. Yeah. So
surgeries.
So they do some sneaky beaky Scooby Doo nonsense.
Yeah.
And
pretend to be klutzes a little bit.
Yeah, pretend to be klutzes. Like have like the Scooby and Shaggy disguise to get into the surgery area where they're just sawing into a couple goats.
Yeah, like vivisection. Like the goats are alive and they have the magic influence them, so they don't feel pain. So these goats are like standing with half their flesh peeled off, and the acolytes are just like standing around like having orgasms. Like, oh yeah,
They're like, it's like probably something that was like fucked up. Like, I'm like, all right, wow, we're really in like sword and sorcery land here. Like, cause I'm like, wow, this is like really fucked up.
Really fucked up, dude.
And yeah, and then like Antirius is like on a mat with like a man and a woman, and he's just kind of like barely like, oh, like sup guys, and so they.
Well, like he sees it.
They cause a bunch of chaos.
The lady's holding the lantern, and the one-armed guy's like, "Yeah, that's like I'm pretty sure that's a source for power." So the Hannivar just runs in and snatches it and fucking smashes it.
Yeah, he smashes it and like flings it in the oven.
Yeah, yeah. And the one-armed guy's just like fucking hacking people to death.
He's just like hacking acolytes to pieces.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they die.
They snack
grabbing tears and they take off.
Yeah.
And then they get pursued.
Yeah.
By the lovely ones.
Yeah, they make it out.
Tears handles himself.
They get caught up, or the lovely ones catch up with them down the trail.
But they have an ambush set up.
I feel like I noticed this in the last few chapters where Hannivar kept making this point of like pick the ground you fight on, like, and it kept coming back every single time, which I liked. I thought that was a cool way to demonstrate his like tactics and his battle experience.
Yeah, he made the dumbass revenants like come to him or come like he never once like ran up to them and like did something. It was always like
lured them.
No, you come outside. Like, yo, come follow me into this fog where you can't see anything.
Yeah. Yep, he knows how to.
Yes,
he's really good at exploiting his enemies' weaknesses.
So they got this like boulder set up, and they're flinging spears at these guys, and they're doing things that like they're going for joints, they're going for muscles that will like leg muscles that will like tear as they
immobilize the person that can't feel pain, basically.
Yeah. And so it's like one of those things like, oh, like your inability to feel pain kind of works to your disadvantage because you can't comprehend that like, oh, I'm in danger, or oh, I'm about to be disabled.
Yeah.
Or oh, if I keep walking on this limb, like it's gonna give.
You know what else I like is that Hannivar, once they realize that they have been pursued and have to make like an Alamo last stand kind of situation here. He's like, I should have just killed that lady. Like I didn't think about it, and he feels kind of like kicking himself over it. But he's like, it would have been harder for them to like pursue us if they didn't have like a smart leader to organize them. So he feels kind of dumb about that, which he totally makes up for at the end when he stabs the shit out of her.
Yeah, he
like a lot,
absolutely stabs the shit
like
out of
a
her.
lot, because she can't feel pain. So he's like, I gotta fucking put you down. And it also remarks because like they send like every soldier they have all the lovely ones, the big giant fuck off dudes, after them into this pursuit. And he's like, okay, yeah, they basically like they're desperate and they threw everything they had at us because he basically threw their god right into a fucking oven.
Yeah, into an oven.
Yeah. So yeah, and they don't want anyone to escape. One, because they want to feed on them, but two, they don't want people to know that like this actually isn't a sanctuary. This is a fucked up place that you don't want to go to. So they don't want that little dirty secret getting out. So that's why they're so desperate to pursue.
Yeah, so they, homeboy is mortally wounded. His infantry buddy, his gall.
But they don't feel pain,
and
nobody feels pain
he
in the
doesn't
radius of the lantern.
So, but he's like, this is too dangerous for a human hand. He just takes the lantern and like wanders off into the snow to go die a painless death, but leaves the lantern like off the board,
buried. Yeah, like intact, but like buried. So not just like wanders off, like climbs a mountain. So like it's hilarious when he says goodbye. He like salutes by putting his fist to his chest, and they hear his like chest bones crack because they're like shattered from getting hit by one of the lovely ones. But he can't feel pain because he's holding the lantern. So he's like, yeah, don't worry about it, dude. I'll get it up there. Yeah, that's the last thing that guy does. And he's like, I'm just glad I got to fight with you one more time, Hannivar. That was dope. Hannivar took a spear to the gut, and it's a bad wound.
Yeah, stomach wound. It gets like gangrenous, and he's the sick one, and Antirius is trying to take care of him. So
yeah, it's funny when he gets wounded and they still have the lantern. He's like, they're like stitching each other up, and they can't. He's like, this is fucking trippy, dude. I got like stuff in my guts in, and I'm sewing myself up. I don't feel a damn thing. This is awesome. And then like the idea of like as you ride down the mountain, knowing that the pain is going to hit you, and then like it slowly comes, and obviously he's got a huge gut wound. And I think he does smell. I think he did hit the his intestines. It sounded like
intestines a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of infected.
Yeah. But basically, like the end of this chapter is they're going down. They're trying to look for allies who are of the same nationality or countrymen
tribe. Yeah.
Of the one-armed soldier dude.
They go to his tribe, which is like the biggest and strongest of like those peoples.
Yeah, the mustachioed berserkers with punk rock hair.
With punk rock hair, and like that fight shirtless, and like Hannivar knew their like seer, their medicine lady, their magic lady, like when they were younger.
Yeah, they had the hots for each other.
So like they have a bit of a history. They do. But Antirius just kind of shows up with Hannivar on a horse, gets off, and there's like, I need to send Rudius or Rudia. Like he's a friend of Rudia, and they're like, well, can we believe you? And he's like, she'll know. And like she sees him and gets pissed and is like, all right, I guess we gotta take care of this guy.
Well, she's not Rudia. The CRS is like Bricta or something. She's the Rudia's sister.
Yeah. Brigda's like the chieftain.
No, Bricta's the CRS and Rudia is the chieftain. So the first woman they meet is Bricta. Yeah. So I think Bricta's the first one they meet. No.
Rudia.
The second one they meet? I don't fucking remember, dude. I don't remember what order they came in. I know Bricta has different color eyeballs.
Yeah, they met Brigda second, and Rudia's husband is the one that goes out of his way. He's the healer. So he's dealing with Hannivar.
He has to eat the darkness, which is basically sounds like the infection inside Hannivar. He has to like eat it, magically.
And then he challenges death for Hannivar, which is crazy.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
But we have a returning guest.
Wrinkle in the plan.
Yeah. So we have a returning guest for this final chapter. It's
Yeah.
Cyrax or Cyrax, whatever that guy's name was.
It's
And
like,
not
is
only is
there
it
R in
him,
it? Yeah, Syax.
I believe there's
Yeah.
Cyrax.
Okay, Syriax.
Cyrax? Yeah, that sounds
I
right.
don't fucking know, dude. Weird
So
name.
he shows up and he's been infected by the fucking mold goddess.
That's how he
So-
didn't die. Because he was fucked. Like he was gonna die, and the
Yeah,
mold
he was
goddess was
fucked.
like, "I'll
Mold
just
goddess keep him
inseminate
alive.
you with my fungi,
With my
and
fungal spores.
you will inexplicably pull out of this spear to the chest wound."
Spear to the chest. So this centurion, he's like, this is kind of weird behavior for him to be summoning me to the baths, and he finds him hanging out in a hot spring,
Mhm.
and
Like the humidity.
he likes humidity, and he's just like sitting there laughing. He's like, that's weird. Like it's like it's like, oh, add these mushrooms. He just hands him like a bag of mushrooms. He goes, oh, add these to the cohort's diet,
Rations. Yeah.
the rations.
But he's also like
So-
super like honored to be working with this guy because this guy's like a famous general.
Yeah, he's
So
like, oh,
sometimes
this is
he
cool.
doesn't
Like,
wanna
your
question
behavior's, I don't want to question you, but your behavior is like a little bit off-putting.
Yeah.
And so,
He's like, I got the mushrooms. He's like, that's weird. I'll have the surgeon look at it, but worst case scenario, I'll just humor the general. Who cares?
yeah, and the surgeon's like, oh, that's weird. Okay. So they go on the march, and a few days, like some of the men are like, oh, hey, like we feel great, but we got like mold growing on us.
Yeah.
Like
Weird
fungal.
mushroom legions.
And then so he goes to Cyrax's tent, like talking like, hey, like there's slight concern about this, and Cyrax is like, oh, don't bother, and like takes like his shirt off, and he's like his back is covered in them, and he's just like has a slave like pulled him off his back to like go wash them and feed
Fucking
them to the
nasty,
soldiers.
dude.
Fucking
Yeah.
disgusting. Like
Basically, he's turned
almost-
into a giant mushroom. And
yeah, and
his body.
he's like, I think there's enough for a double ration.
Dude, it's so nasty, dude. This is I don't know. Like the previous chapter was like super fucked up, but this might be the nastiest chapter. That's so gross, dude. They're
Yeah,
eating this fungus.
This one god. I said it again when the mushrooms came back, when he handed the mushrooms, because I fucking knew as soon as the mushrooms in the vial, I was like, man, this war fucking sucks.
Yeah. Well, like the general, not only was he saved by this goddess, but like he's like super obsessed with her now. He doesn't give a fuck about Derva. He's like, my new allegiance is to the goddess, and I'm gonna use whatever resources I can to help her.
And
I'm gonna turn my entire legion into a fucking mushroom army.
Yeah, so their cohort, which is like 100 guys, I think it's a century, maybe.
No, I think he said I think they said they had 800 something soldiers.
Oh yeah, it's a cohort, so it's like 800 soldiers. So they're going out there, with this not quite legion, turning him into a walking mushroom army. And he's like, I want to capture Hannibar alive. Like,
yeah,
we need
like
him to
steroid
help,
mushrooms.
we need him to help spread all the mushrooms across all the known world.
Mhm.
So that's his evil, diabolical plan. And fucking
Which the
Da-da-da-da-dum.
Centurion doesn't know until like, basically he's
The end.
marching into the
Yeah.
battle. He's like, fucking what? We're doing what? The whole time he goes
Yeah.
from like first meeting him, like, oh, it's a little weird, but like I'm super honored to be here. Hell yeah, we'll get your mushrooms. That's great. And then slowly he's like, dude, this shit's getting weird. Like we have legions of mushrooms on our skin.
And
It's coming off your body.
he comes in, he steps in the tent and finds his slave has died.
This part.
And
Yeah.
the
This is the most
surgeon,
fucked up part.
the surgeon and like one other dude are like eating the mushrooms off the dead slave's back.
I think it was like the sentry or the sentinel or whatever, the sentry that was like guarding the tent. They were
Yeah,
just,
the
like,
sentry that was guarding the tent.
He went and
Like,
ate the
he
slave's
just
mushroom body.
fucked up just eating the slave's mushroom body. And he's just like, yo,
Yeah.
what the fuck? And he goes to like
Yeah,
say something to the other officers, and the other officers are like, what the fuck's your problem? And he's like, oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
What, are you too good to eat your friend, dude? Fuck, man.
He's like,
Didn't
all
know
right,
we're
I guess
hanging out
I'm
with the emperor here.
shit out of luck. So go back to Hannivar.
You have to capture Hannivar. So yeah, he wants to capture Hannivar alive because basically he wants to give the goddess children, and the goddess wants Hannivar to give her more children. So in Hannivar, like they saved him, but like they pulled his infection out. They pulled all the sickness out of him. But then he basically had to choose to live. So he had to have his little spiritual journey in the nether, or basically like the pearly
Yeah, so
gates of this
he
world.
relives like a lot of his key memories, like
Yeah,
the battle
really
where
sad.
Spirion rescued his dad, losing his winged serpent or dragon, probably dragon now,
Yeah,
I think. Losing his dragon friend, Valanus being burned, washing ashore on that stupid island. Um,
talking to
yeah,
Lady
he could
Death.
talking to Lady Death, who's like in the visage of his wife.
Yeah, and seems pretty like reasonable. Like
Yeah, that I think is so. Is it his actual wife talking to him from like beyond?
I don't. No, I don't think so. I think he knows it's like death. It's
No,
not.
no, no. He knows that's death, but there's another person who comes to speak to him.
Oh, that's the mold goddess. That's
That's
like
the mold.
give me children. I'll come with me.
Oh, that's
And
right.
I'll give I'll give you a bunch of children. It's the mold goddess that wants him. And he's like, wait a minute. So like, I either have to go with you, death, or I have to go with the mold goddess. He's like, that can't be the only options. And then like, she didn't answer. And he's like, okay, there's the third option. He's like, fuck both you guys. I'll see you later, death. Mold goddess, fuck all the way off. He's like, I'm going back into my body.
Yeah, I'm going back into my body.
Yeah.
He wakes up. He's like, "Hey, Britta. All right, let's go fuck up some Dervins because I know they're coming. The mold goddess just told me, and we gotta stop
Yeah.
that shit."
And all the goals, they're like crazy fucking warrior, like they just love to fight kind of people. And they fucking love Hannivar. They're like, hell yeah, dude, Hannivar's here. Let's go get some glory and some riches. And
Yeah, like
fuck it
all
up.
his old soldiers come, and then they bring like their sons and their grandchildren. Like,
Mhm.
"Oh, this is Hannivar. Like, he's fucking sick."
yeah. We're gonna go kill some Dervins. Looks like Dervin's back on the menu, boys.
Dervin's back on the menu, boys.
Yeah. And fucking Syriac.
Be like my granddad, the Vietnam vet, like going up, be like, "This is Roy Benavides' son. He's fucking sick."
Yeah. I feel like Syriac's like I love that he felt super cocky about like, oh, he's trying to Hannivar's like harrying us and trying to lure us into the battleground of his choosing. So like we're gonna go this other way. That's like super great for mushrooms. Like super
We're gonna
obvious.
go
like,
to the
that's where
hot.
mushroom-
That's where Hannibal's looking at the map, like, "Oh yes, those hot springs. That's exactly where a mushroom would want to be."
Let's set up a sweet ambush there. And the whole time, like, eventually Syriax tells I can't remember his name, Marius, I think, the centurion.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, no, we're gonna put up the banner. We're gonna raise an army for the mold goddess and spread throughout the land. It basically almost kind of turns into the thing where like the centurion's like, no, that's not cool. They're like, so yeah, they go marching, and Hannivar, of course, his plan works, and they fucking wipe out the
So
Legion.
they're not like the Legion. They're like the mold goddess is like unaware of their training, doesn't really know how to use the Legionnaires,
Mhm.
or like how effective, like the effective ways to fight them. And like Syriax is just kind of like, whoa, what's going on?
Yeah,
They're like completely lost in the sauce. The mold goddess enhanced Legionnaires are getting absolutely dog walked by the Gauls because they barely know how to fight each other surrounded. They're being attacked from multiple directions.
well, they get like range attack, like spears and fucking boulders and all kinds of shit they're getting crushed and shit.
Yeah, they're broken up into really small groups, and then like they just like slay them they just kind of
Yeah.
defeat them in detail.
Yeah,
Whereas like each like small group is very easily overwhelmed, and then Marius just like he's like shouting back and forth with like Rudia like across
Yeah.
the field.
It's like
He's just
basically like we're fucked. Like the battle kind of comes to a standstill, and like obviously they have the high ground, and they're looking down at the
Yeah.
Legion, and they're like, lay down your weapons. And the fucking Syriax is like full blown mushroom man now. He's got like fucking lumps all over his head. His like jaw's broken, so his words aren't even coming out as words. They're just like
Yeah,
weird
he's just kind of gurgling
mushroom talk.
gibberish.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so
I love that the Centurion. Yeah, you can go ahead and say it.
so yeah, they turn around and just like lop. He just turns around and like lops Syriax's head off, and there's like no blood. It just kind of sits there.
Oh yeah, real gory, dude. Like he explains, like there's bones, but there's no blood. It's just like rotting meat and shit, like mushroomy stuff. Yeah, and like blue blood. Well,
It's
there's
like-
like some blue liquid, but it's not like blood.
ooze. Yeah,
Yeah,
like oozes. It's
Gross.
like, oh, Syriax has been actually dead since the
yeah.
the arena
A long
collapsed.
time. Yeah.
It's been dead for like years at this point.
It's like the Centurion's like, okay, this sucks that I'm in this position, but he's like, whatever the fuck this guy did, I don't want like people I love, my country, getting infected with this shit. So he's like, looks up to them. He's like, I'm not trying to fucking smooch up to you. Like, just kill us. Like, this cannot like
Yeah.
burn us, burn the land that we were on, burn everything. Don't let this fucking, it basically turns into the Thing I just watched last night.
Yeah, so
like
it
don't
really
let it get
does.
away.
Where it's like, yeah, he's like, all right, all the spores, we gotta kill all the spores, and like the tribe is like watching the land, like to make sure no fungus grows there. But like,
Yeah.
they burn all the grass, they burn all the
Purify their
bodies,
weapons in vinegar, and like watch, like put like lock their weapons up in like one place and like monitor the weapons for like months or whatever.
yeah,
Yeah.
the Gallic decontamination containment team, that the Gaul NBC teams are on the ball here. This whole time.
Oh,
The fucking Gaelic Sebring guy's like, my time to shine.
Yeah. So yeah, they fuck up the Legionnaires, dude. And yeah, the battle. Yeah, they decontaminate everything. Antirius figures out that Hanavar had the hots for the Cirrus chick. She had the hots for him. I really like the back and forth between the Cirrus and Antirius. Very
In Hanavar, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That was
He's like,
good
maybe
conversations.
I love he's like, don't write that like every woman like falls in love with me. I haven't read anything you've actually written. Maybe I should do that before I
Yeah.
do these plays. It's like, I want you to run this bar for me.
Yeah. So yeah, that's basically, it wraps up with that battle and basically telling us like what all the, all their preventative steps are to make sure that the mold goddess doesn't survive and get spread around. Yeah. And then it goes to the italic text where it's from the scholarly point of view. And it's, yeah, I don't remember what town. They go to like a harbor town, and Hanavar's like, I'm just going to buy a bunch of shit here. We're going to start building fucking deep sea long voyage vessels.
Yeah.
Because that's how far out
to get people to
New Valanus.
New Valanus. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's really just this last part just sets up the rest, or at least the next installment, because it's like, it kind of talks about some of the challenges he's going to face, what some of his resources are. So he still has his spy networks in. He can maybe utilize like middlemen to like buy a slave and then have someone else make sure that the slave gets sent to this harbor town, where hopefully they'll get put on a ship and sent to New Valanus. Yeah, it's just them kind of talking about that, and a little bit of joking about how he's going to portray him like in the plays and stuff. Or maybe that was at the end of whatever. It's part of the chapter, but yeah. So Antirius now owns a business building ships.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want a playwright to do. Build boats.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he'll get some like a good manager in there to do the day-to-day stuff for him. But yeah, dude. Which is kind of a bummer because it's not like Antirius is going to continue on with him, but is what it is.
Well, Antirius is the one writing the story, so we're going to get more Antirius at some point.
Well, that's what I'm wondering though. Are the next books going to be like this same kind of format, or is it going to be just from Hanavar's POV?
I'm gonna grab City of Marble and Blood and queue it up in Spotify, and I will let you know when my hours reset tomorrow, because I love the format. I'm kind of eager for it.
Yeah. I
hope
he keeps it going.
It really, the format really lends itself to the format really helps. I liked we have our arch plot, but we also have like our very episodic like monster of the week.
Yeah. Which he really, really utilized really fucking good, dude. Like there's so many, like not just like, oh, an ogre, like legit, and maybe they're from mythology, I just not aware of it, but like legit, like unique monsters, or like unique magic that
I mean,
are
we had like
terrifying.
the weird dinosaur thing on that island.
Yeah, and the demon shrimp.
The demon shrimp, oh my god, the demon shrimp was hilarious. You have to listen to this book just because of how comical the voice for the demon shrimp is. He's like,
The
"No,
Squidward.
don't beat my blood." Yeah, it's Squidward. Very high pitched, very nasally voice.
Yeah. That's funny, dude. I definitely want to continue the series. I wish there was. It's obviously more of a shame that he died than the fact that he can't finish the series. But at least there's a trilogy,
Yeah.
and that's cool, man.
Yeah. So who knows? Maybe in 50 years, like Hannah will be right up there with Conan, and we'll have other people writing in it.
Yeah.
'Cause
Who knows? Maybe it won't take that long. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe in like 10, 15, maybe in 20 years. Who knows? But the stories themselves and the characters are strong enough that it is definitively like this is like a sword and sorcery. These are sword and sorcery stories, and they are at the same time like they're not like a cloning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're not just like a Conan clone or like was it Gray and Mauser clone where it's like Animar had like his own traits.
Yeah, he's very
on his own.
not.
Some of the characters.
He's very not a Conan clone.
Yeah, he's got one overarching goal. He's got a lot of drive. There's not necessarily morally gray. It's a dark story, but there are like good people in it. We have like Hannivar, fucking Spearin, Antiris,
Lucian.
Plenty of people. Yeah, Lucian. Like, it's not like a world where like George R. R. Martin imagined, where like people are just out for their own self-interest. Yeah. Everyone sucks.
Or like the one good guy, like Ned Stark dies like in the first book.
Yeah. Well, like so. Yeah, we have Hannivar just fighting for his life, and along the way he encounters people that are genuinely good people, genuinely trying to do the right thing.
Yeah, recommend it, dude. I'm glad you recommended it. If you are watching this stream later and for some reason haven't read the book, go read it because it's fucking kick ass.
This book kicks ass.
Yeah, well, I think that's all. It's almost 8:30. I gotta go fucking help the wifey. Yeah, dude, that's all we got for Lord of a Shattered Land. Thank you, Tyler, for recommending it. That was great. First Howard Andrew Jones book I've ever read. The dude
definitely won't be the last. Like, respect to that dude.
Yeah. Shame that he passed away, but the dude has some serious fucking skill as a writer. I feel like I guess we don't want to pick out shitty books for a book club, so it makes sense that we would only have good things to say most of the time.
Yeah.
But dude, this book was
there's plenty of channels that'll rip things that are bad. Like, we're here to talk about things that are good.
Yeah. I very rarely, like, I have not that many videos, at least review videos of me like giving bad reviews, because usually I just go after books that I want to read rather than just reading everything so I can make content. But next week we are going to do like a little gun episode where we talk about guns. I mean, I'm sure both of you guys have like put guns into writing, so I kind of want to see, like, maybe talk about how you guys implement it in writing. And maybe some other examples, like Monster Hunter is a big example of, like, or any Larry Correia book, really.
Monster Hunter is gun nut written for gun nuts.
It's gun porn.
Yeah. More than pornographic.
John Ringo is another author that is pretty into gun detail in his book. I mean, I've only read the one, Under Graveyard Sky, but gun porny. In a good way. But you got anything else, man, for this book, or a last thought?
Nah, it's just Kiss, and I'm going to get into book 2 probably tomorrow.
Sounds good, man. All right. Well, I'll see you on Monday for Gun Talk, dude.
All right, sweet.
All right. Later, man. Later.